Hello, people of the internet, I am Soulrack Dragon, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Now, last time we did an ironclad victory, but, like I said, there should have been a patch soon, and there was, in fact, a patch on the 4th. So, we are now in Early Access build number 10, and there is a convenient patch notes thing, so I don't have to get it up on another tab. Big things, let's see, big things. A bunch of bug fixes. I'll let you guys read over the art and bug fixes and I guess the localization. But content. Meow, which is apparently the name of the whale thing that you start off with, now offers a risk-reward option rather than skip. Replace starter relic with a random boss relic. Ooh. Now offers a risk-reward option, Meow's Lament. There's a new green card, Alchemize. And a new green card, Nightmare. 2 weak encounters have been added to the weak monster pool on the first level. The Book of Stabbing has 8 less health and now has a new move that does 21 damage. And when it's using that move, the multi-stab does not increase in stab count. That's good. The champ has AI improvements, including a damage nerf and a metallicized never happening 2 turns in a row. Corpse Explosion, which is something we haven't encountered, is now affected by powers. The Elixir Potion now affects curses. That's actually very good, because the Elixir was kind of weak before. Explosive Power, I think, is another power card for the Ironclad that I never used, but now triggers before other reactions. For the 2 Orb Walker encounter, they now attack left-right. 3 Cultists now attack left-right. The Looter, which we did encounter in the last one, has been moved from the weak monster pool to the regular monster pool. That is a relief, because he's often hit or miss as to whether you either kill him but take damage, or don't kill him and take damage. It's kind of good that he's been moved. Now tracking win streaks and high score per character in the back end. Offering card gets minor changes, HP loss is now 4, card draws up from 3 to 5, and the Spheric Guardian's heavy attack is now a multi-hit. And then there's a bunch of other things. Oh, just like little things like speed increases. So if we go to our statistics, I think. Oh. High Ascent, Victory's Death. Where is that thing? Oh, maybe it meant... No. This is new, though, which is good. But we did the... So I'm done with the patch notes things. We are going to actually start as the Silent for our first run. So the Silent, 70 health to start with, still 99 gold. A deadly hunters from the Foglands. Eradicates foes with daggers and poisons. Starts with the Ring of Snake, which at the start of each combat draws 2 additional cards. Let's go. So, the Exordium. Greetings. Choose. Okay. So, let's go to our deck first, because this is our deck. A little bit weaker strike, more defense, and you also get a special block and neutralize, which is really the best card that the Silent starts off with. It's a 3 damage, 1 weak. But that's beside the point. We have the following options. We can remove a card from our deck. Enemies in our next 3 combats have only 1 health. Lose half of our current HP but gain 250 gold, or lose this relic and obtain a boss relic. I'm going to look at this map real quick, because it is possible to hit the elite before anything, which could mean we could face off against a 1 health elite, possibly 2 1 health elites. It's risky, but I'm gonna do that one, because, oh, that's what Meow's Lament is, because that seems really good. So, it will go off, reducing it to 1, and we get a quick victory here. Honestly, this one might be a little bit OP, I can definitely see how. Of our choices, we have Distraction, add a random skill, costs 0, kind of like Infernal Blade for the Ironclad, Backflip, which gains 5, draw 2, or Flying, you deal 8, gain an energy next turn. I like that one. And then the question mark, not combat. We can remove a card for 7 gold. We don't have a card with 10 or more damage, so we can't do the other one, so we will pray. And I will actually remove a strike. Because I have played enough of the silent, and having block is actually a fairly good thing, especially if you can get a poison-centered deck. Oh, Apotheosis! Oh, why do you have to be so expensive? Apotheosis is like the best card in my opinion. It upgrades all the cards in your deck for the rest of combat. It's a one use, but then if you get something that lets you start with a skill in hand and you start with that, you can get so good. Sadly though, it's 189, which we can't afford. I think we'll take Noxious Fumes, because that is good for our poison-ish strategy that we have mildly conceptualized in our head. And it looks like we got another combat here. Easy done, but yeah. Of all these, I'm not gonna take any of them. Riddle with Holes isn't terrible, but it mildly is. It's kind of iffy to say. Okay, thank you for not being a thing. We will take the Deadly Poison, because that's a 4 poison for 47. Very good. Leave, and then we get to fight an elite with only 1 health. All these elites with only 1 health. That's excellent. And we have enough damage to kill them, too. These guys are like the worst elite to fight as the silent as well, especially if you play a debuff build, because their artifact thing means that they don't take the damage. Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain energy and draw a card. That's actually pretty decent. And then Sucker Punch is a better strike by dealing 7 and applying a weak. Okay. I think that we are going to take the safe route, head here, and get an upgrade. Normally you would want to upgrade Neutralize first, because that would be a 4 damage 2 weak. Sucker Punch is also not a bad upgrade, but I'm going to upgrade Noxious Fumes, because that makes poison synergies amazing. This route does lead us to an encounter with an elite still, but that's fine. Noxious Fumes. Weaken means we only have to do 1 defend, and then Sucker Punch. Alright. So the build I'm trying to go with here as the Hunter is a bit of a debuff and a defensive poison build, I guess would be the best way to say it. I don't know. We are going to take some damage here, unfortunately. 4 damage to be exact. We'll Deadly Poison, and then Slice it. Because that's the way you want to roll. Because the poison just keeps growing as long as you have Noxious Fumes. Weakness did wear off. We can do better here with Survivor, because it's an 8 block for 1 card cost. Flying Knee, and Strike. And he is going to die next turn due to poison, actually. So, because the poison applies before the enemy attacks, we can simply press this button and win. See? Nice and easy. Get a Dexterity Potion. Dexterity is pretty much strength, except for block, so that lets you block better. And then out of here, I'm going to take another Flying Knee. Head here. This chest contains a Whetstone, upgrade 2 random attacks. I'm glad it got the Sucker Punch. The Strike is kind of meh, but I'll be fine with it. And then we are going to Smith and upgrade Neutralize this time. Because a 0 damage, a 0 cost, 4 damage 2 weak is really nice. Oh boy, the Gremlin Knob. This guy is not fun. Thankfully though, we got double Flying Knee and an instant weakness. So, I think we fought him last time, but he roars, which gives him the enraged buff, which whenever we play a skill, he gets stronger. So Neutralize. He's already weakened, so if we double defended, we'd gain 10 block, but he would be up 4 damage, so he would take 4. Compared to taking 10 though, that's not bad. Oh, 3. My mistake, because weakened stacks. That's right. Alright. Now he's gonna deal 7. It's only gonna lose 3 health from poison. 9. And then we're gonna lose no health this turn. We're gonna lose 2 health because poison is a skill, that's right. Gotta remember that. Ow. And now we're vulnerable. 27 is not fun. Lead with Sucker Punch. Okay, you are going to take 9 now, so that leaves you at 26. We cannot do 26, we can do 15, which would put you down to 20. That takes you to 9, so that would put you at 11, and then 3 more would apply next turn, which would kill you, but that would be meaning taking 27 damage. Comparatively, we can block for 13 and take... Ooh, probably 17 regardless. Or 17. Yeah, I think we have to block this. 31, so we're going to take 18 here. Compared to the 20-something, that's not bad. And then another 31. 16. We do have it here. There we go. Lucky, too, because we were about to hurt. Alright. And that elite gave us the Runic Decahedron. If your HP is full, gain energy at the start of your turn. That's actually very good. Dodge and roll, gain 4 block next turn. Gain 4 block is kind of meh. Footwork is okay if you're playing a really heavy block-focused build, but we're not. And Tactician is... You see what Survivor does. You can discard a card off of it. Tactician plays off of that sort of synergy, because there are a lot of silent cards that do that, but I'm not playing that kind of synergy. From here, we will go to this, and I'm going to actually rest at this one before proceeding to here. Madness isn't terrible, but of all these, nothing really sticks out to me, so we are actually going to drop a basic strike for a little bit more dex synergy, and then proceed. Do I do it? Do I risk the elite? No risk, no reward. Right, it's him. Because there are only 3 types of elites on this board. Okay. So get that weak going. Flying Knee, he awakens because when he has got the block, he just awakens. Sucker Punch, we pretty much are going to go all out on the damage here. And then you're stunned for this turn. 13. Okay. We can avoid all of it. Whoa. There we go. Now, the unfortunate thing is that he consistently will hit for 13, which means we won't be able to avoid it all again. So we are going to take some damage here. Deadly Poison and some more, and then Strike. Which sucks because this next round he is going to go for the debuff on us. If I remember his strategy correctly. Yep, he's going to apply a negative effect. And we did not draw much in the way of damage. Darn. Still, Siphon Soul will bring us down a Strength and Dex flat. But let's avoid as much damage as we can. Oh! All damage, in fact. Alright. So he always attacks twice, then goes on the debuff. We will take damage here. Maybe. Okay, so he's gonna be poisoned for 13. So do we have 13 damage? We have enough damage. Because the poison finishes. Dead. Good. Whew. The Courier. The merchant no longer runs out of cards, relics, or potions, and his prices are reduced by 20. That's not bad. And of this, I'm not gonna take any of them. So skip the card and head to the campfire. So we have our boss coming up next. Resting will bring us up to 65. That's not enough to benefit from the runic decahedron. But being at 65, we have the slime boss, I believe is... Yeah, the slime boss. And... what's the other one on the first floor? Ah, the Hexaghost, that's right. So... slime boss and Hexaghost, huh? Trying to think here. I think we're gonna smith. And we are going to upgrade... we're gonna upgrade Survivor. Because we need a bit of defense in our life. And it's the slime boss, to be exact. Start with the neutralize. Flying knee. Poison him. Drink the dexterity potion. And throw more poison at him. And then take no damage. He will apply a negative debuff to us, however. A draw reduction, that's right. And now this turn he is going to charge, if memory serves. It's useless to gain the defenses, but we might as well anyways. So he's preparing Slime Crush, which will make him deal a lot of damage. 35 is quite a lot. Unless we can get him to split. So that means getting him down to 70 to interrupt him. He will be taking 11 damage, which will bring him down to 92. This will bring him down to 83. Yeah, we have enough damage to cause a split. There we go. We'll take the 11 damage at the start, which interrupts him, and now he splits into two, which is where this gets a little bit interesting. Two negative effects, both of them are poisoned, and we drew an all-defense hand. If only we had something to maintain the defense, that would be awesome, but... and they're both applying weak. And frail, actually. And then they're going for more debuffs. Thank you, I suppose. Focus down one of them. The poison will stack. You're interrupted next turn no matter what you do. So I don't have to worry about 12 points. Because you are going to take 11, which will put you below. You are going to take 7, putting you at 51. I need you down to 33 in order for good times. See, the frail and weakness are what's really hurting right now. But I think that we can afford to take a little bit of damage. Actually, he will also be interrupted. They're both interrupted. That's excellent. Because now it's a bunch of small slimes. Which actually might not be as good. Because that means more damage to deal with. Should have thought of that. They've currently got 25 damage on board. I have 5 energy though, so I can play everything in hand. Weaken. Energy. Defend, defend, survive. So that's 14. Still gonna take a little bit of damage here, but... and they keep applying that frail to me, it kinda sucks. Taking 3 and gaining wounds. And now they're all gonna debuff me. Well then. Weaken you. And we have enough to do everything, so... poison you. It doesn't matter which one of you two I poison, so I'll poison you. Strike, strike, defend, and... alright, you're dead at next turn, that's good. Frails and weak, frail and weak. How I hate you, frail and weak. So you're dead. Let's see. You I need to only deal 7 damage to. So let's put our efforts in there, and then this will prevent us from taking any damage. Alright, the gremlin horn thing. I forgot about that. Hopefully that stacks over. Does it? It doesn't exactly. Dead. Dead. Victory for us. Alright. We get to add a card. So, the options are die, die, die. Deal 13 damage to all enemies, but then this is gone. Corpse explosion. Enemies lose all poison, but deals damage equal to twice that amount lost to all enemies. Interesting, very interesting, or tools of the trade. At the start of your turn, draw one, then discard one. Okay. So, with noxious fumes, corpse explosion, so say we're up against twice that damage to all enemies. We can actually stack the poison pretty high. I think I will take corpse explosion here. And then we get to choose our boss relic. So, we have the Snake-O Eye. Draw two additional cards each turn. Start each combat confused. The Philosopher's Stone. Gain energy at the start of each turn. All enemies will start with 2 strength. Or the Specimen. Whenever an enemy dies, transfer any poison it has to a random enemy. So, decisions. Philosopher's Stone is out right away. While the energy is nice, enemies starting with 2 strength kind of puts us in jeopardy for our buff build. The Snake-O Eye does lead to better synergies with a larger deck, but the confusion thing is what worries me, because confused, we have fought the Snake-O before on video, I believe, but that makes all of our card costs randomized, which could be good. It could also screw us over. And then there's the Specimen, which transfers poison onto random enemies if an enemy dies, which is actually very good for a poison build. Let's see here. Thing is, though, we have a lot of 1 energy cards, so the risk of getting our cards put up to more than 1 energy, I think, is enough to make me take the Specimen. And that is going to be where I'm ending today's episode off. The plan right now is to do a run of the Silent and a run of the Ironclad, hopefully a full run, before each patch notes. And you probably might have already seen this if you check out, well, you probably will have already seen this, but I do have the plan of streaming this game at least on Saturdays. Maybe a couple hour stream every Saturday. I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm still working out how to get the streaming thing to work. Stream VODs will be put up on the channel, though, so if you can't catch me streaming, you can catch me then. But regardless of all that, I am going to end this episode here. So, I've been SoulRackDragon. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave me some feedback in the form of a like or a comment. If you guys want to check out more videos by me, be sure to check out my channel below. And if you like what you see, drop me a subscription. Outside of all that, I will see you all in the next video. Have a fantastic day, everybody.